This is how Sparks Mega Worldwide. We have to experience the true depths of right-wing idiocy in its purest form, unexpurgated, and in the form that they present it to us. And by they, I mean Brandon House, who is the guy who is currently fleecing Mike Lindell, and Sarah Palin, this lady right here, who's running for office terribly in Alaska, apparently. She held some former office, I don't know. And Mike Lindell, who is easily distracted by my ponytail. Also, Brandon House is the executive in charge of keeping one hand in Mike's pocket at all times and is responsible for the great production value we're already seeing on the screen, including headroom that would make Andrew Giuliani jealous. That is indeed Sarah Palin. Let's see. This is Sarah. Oh, get your salad tongs out. This salad is not going to toss itself, or maybe it will. What?
With us, we got some feedback. So pull that thing there. Just pull the cable on it.
Yeah, just pull it. Just yank that thing. This is the guy who's gotten the money from him and made this whole thing happen. And already, I'm blown away by the quality.
Pull the cable on it. Just pull the cable on it.
Pull the cable on it. Pull it. Whack it. Yank on it. Pull it.
Pull the cable. There we go.
Pull it.
All right, we're back here at Lindell TV. Mike Lindell is with us, of course.
In the dark. By the way, Brandon, great job, by the way, seating your boss and the guy who fucking pays for everything in the dark.
And Sarah Palin.
I gotta turn this up.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here with us.
It's an honor, really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Is it though? Is it?
you're running for office.
I am running for Congress, and it's time. The good guys in office need some reinforcements. They need some votes. So,
Yeah, by the way, just in case you thought it was me with the sound down. Again, this guy has been giving that guy millions of dollars.
more than happy to
How can you be more than happy? We had to put Tom away. Why? He was more than happy. One of my favorite Carlin jokes.
we talked about. Mike,
Yeah.
take one for the team.
Yeah.
And get in there
Exactly.
and-
They have,
Get in there and take one.
up in Alaska, they have, what's that little thing they have on the machine?
It's called ranked choice voting on the
Ranked choice
Dominion
voting.
machines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, the Dominion machines have ranked choice voting in Alaska, and Sarah Palin would not have any fucking chance at all if it wasn't for that.
Right, so if you take first place, you're actually, it's not over. They not only got to do a recount, to try and count the stuff like Arizona just trying to steal Kerry Lakes. Then they go, well, let's see, how many second votes did you get? Third votes,
That's what it
fourth votes,
goes to,
fifth votes.
yeah.
So like the president said when we were up in Alaska, the third place can actually be the first place.
Yeah.
We'll let you know in a week or two.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. That's her strategy, dumbass.
And it was crap.
And by the way, the third place doesn't end up being the first place. The ranked choice ends up being that the second usually ends up with the possibility of sneaking in there. Usually the number one person wins, but if more people go, I chose the second as my second choice, this one, more people choose that second choice, then they get a boost to their thing. Yeah. By the way, that's how it is in Alaska legally, even if they wrote it on fucking paper.
By Rhino, Lisa Murkowski's attorney, which should have told our lawmakers
Right.
there. There's something to it. So it's made to split votes and allow really a less popular candidate. That's the mission, to get
All right. Well, good luck then. I think they're really pulling for you then.
them in there. But
Now, we cover all 50 states, so it's hard for us to keep track of. Have you had a primary yet, or are you headed to a primary?
well, we had a weird kind of primary. There were 50 candidates.
We all do it we have a cow chip throwing contest. We play a good old game of cornhole just to slow, as a break. Then, of course, there's the oiled up pig wrestle, and then we all go bear ball slapping. So the top 6 contenders have to find a bear, smack its nuts, and survive, and that's how you get to win in the Alaskan wilderness.
Nobody had to declare what party they were in. 50 candidates, and I won that handedly out of the
Handedly. All right.
10 plus points over the next vote getter, and but that it wasn't
Out of the 50 on the Republican side?
winner take all.
Whoa.
So Alaska will have gone about 8 months without any representation in Congress. Our
Wow.
congressman died, and this newfangled weird, this process is convoluted and complicated, and it results in voter suppression because voters
Yeah, I agree. Any system where you win by 10 points over 50 other people, clearly there's a bunch of shenanigans going on.
get frustrated by
Yeah, she got 12%.
it. They just throw up their hands and say, my vote's not going to count. There's so much
Right,
cheating going on. I'm not going to. So
Oh, so she's having trouble because Trump fucked it up for her.
I hear that often.
Okay, so are you
8
running
months.
now against how many people now?
So now it was ratcheted down then to the top 4 candidates. 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats. It just happened to be. Well, so votes were going to get split between Republicans. Well, lo and behold, at the last minute, one of the Democrats, he jumped out. So now it's
2 Republicans against 1 Democrat, and it's splitting the vote between 2 Republicans because they can't get their shit together.
me, the Republican, and a rhino, and
Way to bring the team together. It's
a
good.
Democrat.
For a
So-
second primary?
well, they call it a special general.
It's an actual election for the special seat that someone died and left open, and then they will serve until the next one, or I guess till fucking November. They're gonna have to go again.
Special general. So whoever wins that, is that the general then?
No, whoever.
They serve until the actual general.
Well, whoever wins that will fulfill Don Young's seat for a couple months. But at the same time, you're also running on the same ballot that isn't ranked choice voting. It's regular winner, not even winner take all. It's a regular primary to see who'll go on to the November election.
That's a Republican thing. One of them could just drop out, or the party could just say, Sarah's got it, give it to her. But they're not going to. Yes, you do need popcorn. This is fucked up.
4 different crazy
Holy cow.
votes.
No, it's the most common.
What a mess.
It exhausts me. It's more exhausting than campaigning.
So if they steal it from Sarah, then what we're going to do?
Stop hitting the table where the wires are cracking.
We open it up and say, "What is this stuff?"
I don't even know. How it could. What?
How did
Where is the party?
That's a really
What is going on? Oh, yuck.
good point, because I did already win.
You already won.
Out of the 50 candidates,
We're
I
going
was
to
way
declare
up
you
there.
the winner right here on Lindell TV.
So if I don't win, and it's in about a week and a half, is the August 16th,
Right.
I'll be like, well, what happened?
Right.
Alaska.
Because it was spread over 50 fucking people, you dolt. You know who won? Ultimately, the biggest vote? Not Sarah Palin. That's true of everybody else there. Not Sarah Palin killed you in the open primary.
You turned on me,
Right,
from the
yeah,
last
right,
one.
right.
No, something will have gone on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's almost like, what if I have the exact same number of votes as I had last time, but now the other people who are, spreading it out and trying to make their decision between a bunch of people, once they narrow focus on who they are, especially when it's the Democrat, if they get a shit ton more votes because they actually show up for the actual, all right.
Well, I don't know.
So what
I don't know. Even why? I mean, it's going to be stolen anyway. I don't even know why. Anybody there's a Dominion machine.
are your big issues you're running on? Energy, I bet,
Yeah, what are they?
right? Energy, one of them?
Drill, baby, drill. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, it's so good.
Pathetic that our administration is overseas begging dirty, dangerous sources of oil to be allowed to be imported into our country when
Yeah, we're not actually importing them into the country because it's to get it out onto the market. We don't want to buy it. We're we want them to sell it to lower the price.
You just need to turn the spigot on
Adjust the treble on her voice. I have no surgical tools with me.
Alaska and here in Texas, Louisiana, all across our nation. God has so richly blessed our land with the oil.
With cyanide and toluene and benzene and all the chemicals that come out of the ground whenever you have a new oil well.
The gas, the minerals, the fisheries.
Yes, they have. The Lord has blessed us all. I feel blessed.
The timber, all the natural resources civilization needs. And
yes, just cut it down, burn it up, throw it away, or eat it, and don't regulate how much and when.
We can do it right. We can do it better than any other country, more responsibly, more ethically.
Right, we are.
And it's
which one of those involves not drilling in Anwar because we don't fucking need it.
It's sinful.
It is. In deference to me and you two gentlemen.
We're not tapping into those resources that are created for responsible use for mankind.
Right. Now, you also got made fun of because you were warned.
Because of how you talk and how your ideas don't really make much sense and how weird you are. And because we all joke about anybody who's willing to sit next to Mike because he has a... All right.
Warning about the Soviet Union.
Yes.
And yet, look at here, what's happening?
I know. And
first of all, Russia from her house, not the Soviet Union. Soviet Union ended in 1991. You fucking dipshit.
I think it's about every single day someone will throw out that, can you see Russia from your house? And I never said that. Tina Fey said that, and she got rich off saying that. She should at least be paying for my kids' braces or something like that. But no, what I said is our strategic location on the globe, and it was Lincoln's cabinet. President Lincoln, his Secretary of State, William Seward, is the one who looked at the territory from Russia.
Yes, they have a little building there when you go to Alaska. At the visitor center. This is in a pamphlet.
Got Alaska, knowing that Alaska would someday secure the Union. So we have that ability because of our strategic location and the waterways. You can see Russia from Alaska. You can swim between the two. And anybody who doesn't believe me, come on up there and we'll do it together.
Okay. All right. Challenge accepted. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do whatever I can to reach out to Sarah Palin and either, I don't know if she means it as a race or just a leisurely swim, but you heard it here tonight. Sarah Palin and I will be swimming to Alaska. I mean, from Alaska to Russia. I will be dressed as a Stranger Things character. I hope I can get her in the Winona Ryder outfit, the Russian one, obviously, just for our own safety. And we'll see if we can make it. You can swim there.
Putin been putting icebreakers and things up in that area?
No, that's on top of them.
So Russia has 9 huge, newfangled, crazy icebreakers.
Yes.
America has 1.
Yeah, we don't need them.
Yep.
That's equivalent. Yes, so exactly. So Putin is creating these passageways.
No, he's not.
Through the ice.
No, he's not.
They're ahead of us on this. You know what they're also ahead of us on?
Swimming here? No, that's not it. Shit.
They're physically undersea flagging resources, flagging areas that they're claiming as their own to develop resources.
Like China's doing by building islands in the middle of the South.
And America, our administration is sitting there letting it happen because we're not doing it.
You mean in international waters where nobody has the rights to those kind of things?
When I was governor up there, I was trying to bring that to the attention of President Obama at the time. Nobody gave a flying flip about it. So that's why we got to get somebody in there in the White House, an administrator, the president, who...
Okay, good. So just making sure you know who actually is in the White House and who's got the primary job there.
Will administrate what it is that...
That's what, as an administration, that's what they do.
Congress will be able to do to open up those lands to defend our country using Alaska and every other tool that God's given us.
Did you get all that? So the administration needs to administrate that Congress does what it has the tools to need to do so that we have the thing that God left behind and we can... I don't know what that was. What do you mean? Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, mm-hmm. I don't know. What am I supposed to?
And then you've got, of course, EMP. I mean, Putin has been known for using, putting electricity out at Ukraine, right? Been doing that about once a year for years on end, right?
And he's killing people doing that.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Is.
Yeah, he is. So there again, it's all the more reason that we stay so far from being reliant on any other country's sources of energy. When Trump was in office, we finally became the big exporter of energy. We're
the big exporter.
He became energy independent.
We still are.
He had promised. He's not a real politician because he fulfilled his promise.
Yeah, that's right. Mexico paid for us to become energy efficient from policies that were put forth while Obama, as a person who was born in Kenya, made it happen after Mexico paid for it.
That's right.
He actually governed as he campaigned.
Common.
Yes, like as a sexist pig.
Sense.
Right.
Yeah. What did I say? I don't know.
Well, this has been a whole plan just to destroy our country, and
it's a plan to destroy our country with good jobs numbers.
And the oil's a big part of it, and the trucking.
But
the oil and the trucking.
The trucking. Well, there's an inherent.
Yeah, please, Sarah, save us from him because. Yeah.
Link between energy and security, and energy and prosperity.
What? Wait a minute. Run that by me again. There's an apparent link between what and what now? Wait, did the backup button get used on here? You rats. Okay.
But
the trucking. There's an inherent link between energy and security, and energy and prosperity. So those like in our White House today who have this fake, weird, new Green Deal.
Yeah, it's fake, weird, and it's new, and it's a Green Deal. It's a. I don't like sweet pickles. I'm just going to say that.
It's a shame that they're ruining that whole idea of a cleaner environment because we all want a cleaner environment.
Nope.
Yeah, they're blowing it. They keep trying to actually do it.
Nobody wants a dirty environment.
No, who wants that? Who wants to flop at a crack house all the time? Oh, sorry, Mike.
I told them we were going to recycle and turn the voting machines into prison bars. Melt them down, turn them into prison bars. We recycle here at Lindell TV.
The machines are made out of plastic.
Put it into the wall that we need to secure the border. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Oh yes, we can use.
I'm sorry. We cannot. U.S. election law does not allow us to sell voting machines even after we've used them to Mexico, so that they can melt them down and do I don't know.
Sell the metal for the wall. I love it.
Yeah, but no. So it's all the more reason that we become more self-sufficient. That we secure our sovereignty and our solvency. We have
to secure our solvency because we don't want to be deluded about our place in the world.
To secure our solvency also by stop spending.
Our solvency. We have to secure our solvency so that we're not insolvent. I don't know what the fuck.
So much money we don't have. Money that we borrow from one country to give to another country, right?
No.
As we send how many billions we recently sent to Ukraine, and yet at the same time, our disabled vets and some of our vets who are hurt, we still are doing private sector fundraisers for them because our government's not taking care of them.
Exactly.
Hey, did you check the vote on the burn pits legislation so that funding is permanent now? No?
Exactly.
By the way, this would be the point where anybody else would go, how would you have voted on the burn pit legislation? Would you have held off during the part where the other ones, would you have voted with Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell the first time, or against Rand Paul and with Mitch McConnell the second time? Or no, against, how would you have done it?
Priorities. That's why I'm running.
So tell me in regards to other issues you're running on. Energy, what else? National security.
Now, of course, obviously, she can see Russia from her house. Weren't you listening? She could swim to Russia from her kids' wrecked boat.
Taxation.
The border, of course, the border.
Yeah, the border, especially the southern border, being the congresswoman from Alaska would be crucial.
Because even up there in Alaska, it affects us. The drug problem in Alaska, out in our villages, it's growing. Fentanyl.
Okay, China.
Where's that coming from, right? It's coming across the border because the border's
And by the
open.
way, everybody.
Well, no, it gets into Alaska via shipping. It comes directly from China or North Korea.
If you're watching,
You know, more like the Mongolian territories. So the stuff is made and shipped down here and then illicitly shipped across.
if you this whole country, the drug problem has been way up
Yes.
because of the border. Remember, everyone, you can go to LindellRecoveryNetwork.org for free.
Well, yeah, because it's just a links page.
It's online help. Me being a former addict, I know a little bit about addiction, but it's free. So if you get it, people up in Alaska there, most of them, an addict still has a phone, so they can watch this online, and they can.
Yeah, all addicts have phones. The Obama administration made sure that they had phones. What? An addict still has a phone? He's saying addict, right? And not just saying there's a phone in his attic.
All online.
Well, and you have the most amazing story, and I hope you're telling your story as often.
Yeah, he's got a book. You can buy it. Every 5 pillows comes with a copy. It's apparently better to sleep on than the pillows.
As you can, because you even have a sense of humor about it, which
Yeah, which I wouldn't have. I mean, fuck.
I think
But
you've thrown that out there while I was a crack addict.
Oh God, she doesn't have a. This is terrible. She doesn't have a whoever her spokesperson is or her PR person. They need to stand in eye shot. Stay in her eye line at all times. I mean, they should have a little sign you put up, just like a no. Just get off fat. Get off fat. Politics.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's, and God, one of the things, I told back in the day, our friend Stephen Baldwin, he told me when I first met him, he goes, we were going into this event, and he says, now, Mike, just tell him that you had addiction issues, okay? Well, I went right in there and I said, wait a minute. God gave me to get out of one of the worst addictions, which was crack cocaine. We didn't have things like, what are you on? Alcohol? No, it was, what are you on? Crack? They made a joke of it because it was so bad.
Right.
And I just put it out there because God can do anything. With God, all things are possible. And that was, I opened a
You're losing her.
speech once for the president and said, yesterday I was on the radio and they were introducing me as a former crack addict and a founder of My Pillow. I mean, a former Democrat, a founder of My Pillow. I said, I didn't find My Pillow. I invented it, and I wasn't a former Democrat. I was a former crack addict.
That was so good. That was so. I mean, I was confused for a minute, but then that brought it all together. Does anybody else smell burnt toast?
That is just the best. I mean, what a door opener. Like, what more can you say about me?
It's like that's what.
That you're still stupid, or that congratulations on getting over your addiction, but you're an asshole and a megalomaniacal liar. I'm glad you beat your crack addiction. Can you get your nose out of Trump's crack long enough to see that the fucking earth is round?
The media has a hard time attacking me. I've already said everything. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And by the way, kind of shitting on addicts to say that like, I've already said I'm an addict or whatever. Like, that's basically a get out of being an asshole free card.
Mike Lindell did crack. One time I was on the National Enquirer and they're telling me, Mike Lindell, crack addict, and he did some time in jail for a DWI. I already told that,
Yeah, I already said that. I bring it up every time we talk about Nancy Pelosi's husband.
I wrote a whole book about it.
Nobody read the Enquirer that week.
See, when you get to that spot, and I feel like I'm at the same spot in life, when you got nothing to lose,
he doesn't have nothing to lose. Ask Brandon House. Knows that he doesn't have nothing to lose. If he had nothing to lose, Brandon wouldn't be there anymore.
Comes to
because he would have spent it already.
You've attacked you.
My kid.
Like the things they said about you. I mean, you look like a moron on that show. Oh my God. I was laughing. I mean, I know you now, but shit, you looked like some of the stuff I couldn't tell if you said it or if Tina Fey said it.
It's my reputation, my record, all these false accusations. It's like, what? That's how you got? And you got, okay, well then all the more reason the shackles are off.
And do you notice?
Yeah, the shackles are off. She can do anything she wants. Like be slaughtered through ranked choice voting in an election in Alaska soon. You can, former governor, former vice presidential candidate running for Congress.
That once you get to a certain point, then they just.
By the way, thank God she showed everybody by making her bones in the private sector.
Don't talk to you at all.
That's dangerous. You were telling me
I was
about
telling you
this.
that. Have you sensed that at all lately?
Okay, this is profound. You need to share
Yes,
this whole idea.
Yes.
Because it's
this
the truth.
is everybody. It's like.
Oh boy, he was yammering to her about something before the show, and now they're bringing it up. Eek.
Like I've said, it's happened to me 5 times. I call it going Fox on someone.
Oh God.
Fox won't let me go on at all anymore. Fox.
Yeah, that's because they're already in enough trouble.
So Newsmax, horrible, horrible, horrible.
Well, all right, sure.
But when all the media, when the attack media stops attacking, what a way to silence you is to not badmouth you or do anything.
Right.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
If they don't do anything,
the worst thing that can happen is you become a bore, a fucking bore.
You're going, wow, I'm doing something really good here.
Yeah.
Right. So conventionally,
Yes, I really got them right where I want them. They're not even interested in talking to me anymore. Even the friendly outlets are avoiding my call. That's how you know you're doing it right. There's no such thing as good press or bad press, except no press, which is the best press, because that's when you know you're most interesting, when no one wants to talk to you. But
we would think, oh, they're attacking me, you're over the target, or however you say that. And
whatever.
you brought it out there like, oh yeah, that's dangerous, that's bad or something, but it's not as bad.
It's not as bad when they try and just don't even talk to you.
They don't.
Yes, yeah, it's not. Being attacked when you're using it to make money, especially, is not as bad as when they stopped giving a shit.
I did a thing out.
This is at CPAC.
In front of the Capitol in Colorado. All the bouquets were there, ABC, CBS, and I said, I want to thank you all. I have used you all for 1.5 years, you bad media, to get the word out. Thanks for helping save our country.
And that was the last time I saw those folks.
But I don't need you anymore. I have Lindell TV and Frank's speech, but they're doing it right.
Oh, by the way, we remember that speech? That they weren't there. They had local affiliates were there because he was on their fucking Capitol steps. The ABC channel in fucking Tuscaloosa is not ABC coming to see you.
Now with that event I have coming up, and I told you about the Moment of Truth Summit on August 20th and 21st, everybody out there.
Oh, yeah.
Save our country, tune in and watch. Now, the media knows about that. They have not badmouthed me for 11 days now.
Let's see. Thanks, Organic West. For the record, I haven't hold on. I have a cat. Chip, what is it, buddy? What's going on? My cat is under the door. What is it? What? What are you doing? What do you need? What is happening? What am I, how am I supposed to? I'm doing a show. You can't just sit under the door and meow, you crazy cat. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What do you want? I'm doing a show. Yes, I love you. And they love you. The audience loves you. But I gotta do a show, buddy. You big silly. You big silly. You big silly. What are you doing? He does. He was meowing under he was doing the, like, clawing under the door. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he needs a scratch. That's what he needs. He's like, I got an itch, Dad. I got an itch. Oh, he's beautiful. There he goes. Is that better? Oh, it's good stuff. Hi. Are you okay? Yeah? Can I get back to my show now? No, you can't play with my headphone cord, silly. May I? Thank you. I know he's gonna he's gonna start gnawing on it in about 2 seconds. All right, can you sit? Young man, can you sit still while I do my show? Can you do that? Because I will continue on, and I won't put you outside if you can mind your business. All right. Fingers crossed we could do a show. Don't get distracted by the cat. All right, here we go.
Even Cheryl, I know you're watching. It's your favorite show, Cheryl. You and Business Insider and Yahoo. I call you, I text you, you don't write, you don't call me. What's up? We lost the love, Jim Acosta. You haven't texted me, called me.
It's almost like they're bored shitless, and your entire argument jumped so many sharks. And I don't know if you've noticed, there's huge job numbers, and we also have a war to deal with. And Nancy Pelosi just landed in Taiwan and visited. It was the first time the Speaker of the House has visited since the 90s. So maybe, just maybe, you don't fucking chart anymore.
And now you're here. They're not going to talk to you anymore.
So let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. Can you kick my ass?
After all that you've been through, being attacked, did you say, okay, I think I'm going to run for Congress? Or did you think twice about this? I don't want to do that.
Well, and it was unfortunate when our congressman died, and he was pretty much the only congressman Alaska's ever had, 49 years.
49 years?
Yeah. So he died. President Trump called and said, "Hey, you thinking about running?
Really?
You want to run?" And well, what he said, he's like, "Look at."
I don't know anyone else in Alaska. I've never heard of anyone else in Alaska. I don't know if anybody else lives in Alaska. Is Steven Seagal near you? I saw one of his movies that took place in Alaska. Will you run? Who the fuck is in Alaska?
You got nothing to lose. He goes, I got nothing to lose.
You got nothing to lose. That's true. You have nothing going on. Everyone has forgotten about you.
Can you imagine if we're both in there together?
Wow.
Like, yeah, I mean.
And that's why he went up there and Mike went up there and you guys had that great rally.
You guys were so good. There was so much electricity in there. People told me afterwards, some people said it was the best day of their life.
Wow.
They were just so.
That's really fucking sad.
And we were so grateful that you guys gave a flying flip about Alaska. That you would come on up there.
That was one of the funnest rallies I was ever at. You could feel it was a different type of enthusiasm I haven't felt. It was, it's great. Everywhere the rallies were going, the president goes to, and I speak at all of them now. But this one was different.
Oh, we know.
It was every person was just over the top, like so gracious.
I can't believe anyone's bothering to fucking come up here.
They were so gracious that our president went up there. Alaska's not forgotten. It was all of us. We're all in this together. They're taking our country in Alaska. You got to think, evil knows that every state, everything matters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's why they're going this little race theory on their machines up there. You think that
their race theory? He means ranked choice voting.
Let's try it with Alaska. Let's take Alaska, and that's what they're doing.
Well, and we are the test case for these elements of a most horrible storm up there when it comes to what's happening with our election system. So other states need to pay attention.
We are a test case for the horrible storm that is our election system because of the system that Alaskans have come up with for themselves.
So they don't allow this kind of stuff to happen in their state.
The cat is licking my bicep. It's very weird.
But it was electric. It was all positive, that rally. And it's because I believe it was so nonpartisan. I mean, I'm looking out there at friends and neighbors, I'm like, they haven't been involved in politics at all. They probably don't even know,
They don't even know where they are. They're so fucking drunk.
What they're registered as. Because obsessive.
They don't know what they're registered as.
Partisanship up there, it just flies out the window. People just want common sense, servants' hearts, just do what we're asking you to do.
So,
yeah, just stand there and do what you're told.
Have you seen any poll numbers, any internal poll numbers?
Well, the first poll number.
Oh, that was a bad question. That did not elicit the response he was hoping for.
Number for me was that vote that we won.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live on this stuff. For fuck's sake.
Handedly out of the 50 candidates. And since then, we haven't done any polls because...
What are you looking at, Mike?
I always say polls are only good for strippers and downhill skiers. I don't like them.
I don't like them.
Well, maybe I like them, but...
What?
Okay. That's going to go viral. That's going to go viral.
Because that's one thing.
No, it's not. Didn't you hear before? They're ignoring you guys.
This coward.
If, honest to God, I think I'm the only person showing this shit.
Terrible journalists do. They watch our show.
Right, they do, and they record it.
Now they look for sound.
Yes, they do.
Oh, you're going to say that that's somehow like
Original? It isn't.
anti-feminist or something. Well, all those fake feminists out there who don't know what
Oh my word! All right, so we're cutting.
With that thing. All those, I don't know.
Get to Steve Bannon's time now.
All right.
Oh, sorry. We'd love to sit and talk to you as somebody who's running for office, but we have to talk to Steve before he gets indicted. What are you doing, Sally? Where you going? Do you want to hop down now? Are you done? Did you get enough scratches? Huh? No, little guy? Here, hop down. There you go. Thank you. No, you cannot hang around under the desk. That is not happening. Thank you. Scoot, scoot. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. The neediest cats in the world today. It's lovely. No complaints. All right, here we go.
It's like he's having a good time.
Yeah,
I was just hanging out with Steve Bannon. We'd love to keep talking to you because you actually bathe, but it's a CPAC thing. We legally have to bring him in. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
swamped.
you have a website you want to promote?
Yes, it's sarahforalaska.com. Nothing's capitalized, super easy. sarahforalaska.com. And my positions are all spelled out black and white. I'm the only candidate who did that too. Pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, pro-closed borders,
Pro-close the borders.
election integrity, all that good stuff. And
Yeah, all that good stuff. Whatever. I don't know. It's a list of shit.
you read it all. Those are all promises
It's like a bumper sticker list.
that I have a track record of fulfilling all these years. So.
And endorsed by Mike Lindell and Donald Trump.
And
That's
that's,
right, that's right.
my goodness.
There you
That's all
go.
I needed.
That's right.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
When is the voting end, or when is it?
You've been endorsed by this man. When does that shit happen?
August 16th, and it's
August 16th.
a lot of
Well,
mail-in ballots.
We want to have you back.
So whoever gets that one is the winner. The majority vote.
There's two things they're voting on
the same day.
the same thing.
Yeah.
So one person could be in charge until for
For a
2
couple
months.
months.
For a couple months, and then another
Then
one
they're-
No, till January, dumb fuck.
got elected.
Not till the election time.
We could have 2 winners theoretically.
Yeah,
That is the weirdest thing.
it's really
So
weird.
you could lose fulfilling his last few months, but win the
But
term.
win the
That's
2-year
exactly
term.
right.
Wow.
Right.
Well,
No, you could win the primary to run in November.
we're going for the 2-year term.
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
try. They're gonna try and cheat so bad at the machine. The cheaters are gonna be confused.
Yeah, well,
Well, you
Almost as confused as we are.
know how it
Fucking hell, this is terrible.
is when you don't lie. You don't have to remember what you said.
No, you're exactly right.
You're gonna
I said
have
that. You know, when I went.
Wait a minute. No, when you lie, you have to remember what you said. And oh god, now I gotta back this shit up. Hold on, get back up here. Get back down.
They're gonna try and cheat so bad at the machine. The cheaters are gonna be confused.
Well, you know how it is when you don't lie. You don't have to remember what you said.
Okay, when you don't lie, good.
No, you're exactly right. I
have
said
to-
that. You know,
You don't have to. I'm sorry. What?
when I went on Jimmy Kimmel, I think I was telling you about this. I go on there and I'm going. Everyone goes, "Oh, Mike, you did good." Well, if you don't lie and you tell the same thing, it's easy. It's just the same answers come
Right.
out every time. You know, and that's the way you are.
Well,
That's right.
isn't that what our mothers told us?
That's
You
right.
know,
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Well, you'll be a
Yeah, right after she said, "Don't do crack."
they'll have a hard time if they steal your election. You're America's governor, and you're
Oh,
favorite.
man.
And,
Well, you
favorite,
guys thank
and,
you.
and we they're gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'll be flying up to Alaska. You
Right
mark my
on.
word. I will bring a team up there of lawyers.
If you lose fair and square, I will come up there to fuck with the Alaskan voter.
And cyber guys that you'll curl your hair.
Okay, cool. And that's middle of August, so bundle up. It's already getting fall time, all right? See what you made of.
All right.
Well, thank you for being with us.
guys.
Give your website one more time, will you?
sarahforalaska.com.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. With the number 4 or the written 4 for FOR, or do we even care? We don't. Is this? Hold on. Oh, this is Mike Lindell's speech at CPAC. We have to take Lindell in beats, I think. Hi, you're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. They posted that on Frank Speech / Lindell TV / whatever the fuck that channel is going to be called, day over day, week over week.